I am also announcing that the doors to Memory Vault are finally opening. Now, this is a course that I have created, and I've put my heart and soul into creating this for people just like you. The idea for Memory Vault came to me slowly over the lockdown period at the start of the year, when I realized that I had friends and family and even myself who had lost photos, and it was a really hard time for them to lose those photos, not have something backed up, not be able to take those photos and look at them again. And I realized that after talking to quite a few of my friends, that they didn't have any way of keeping their photos safe, that if their phone broke for some reason, stopped working, they dropped it, the kids doused it in water, which has happened to me before, that all the photos would be gone and they would have no way to get those back, and that they would be utterly heartbroken knowing that they had no way to get those photos back and to enjoy those memories again. So that was just kind of the start of the seed for Memory Vault opening up in my brain and in my heart while I created this. And so I've put together a course that will help you to get those photos safe and backed up with a system that's really easy to implement and easy to use and maintain and keep going in your daily life. And it's based on a system that I use in my professional photography business to keep the photos that I take for other people and keep them safe and backed up, because it's something that I do on a regular basis in my business. When I am in charge of other people's precious memories and making sure that they're safe, I needed to have a system in my business to make sure that they were safe and backed up, and I have distilled the key elements from that for you and put it into my Memory Vault system. And now I can show you exactly how you can take those very simple concepts and use them in your life to keep your photos safe, backed up, organized, easily accessible, and as safe as they can possibly be. So my Memory Vault system is open now, and it's a whole thing, and I'm really excited to tell you about it. So let me just share my screen with you. 1 minute. Let's add this to the stream here. Oh, we need it a bit bigger. There we go. So this is my page where you can find out all about Memory Vault and read about it in more detail and just digest the information, because I do realize that there's quite a lot to take in. So it is a system about how to keep your photos safe, organized, and how to create a tangible photo legacy for your family. So it goes further than just getting those photos organized and wading through that massive pile of photos that I know we all have, and keeping them safe and keeping them organized. But it goes further than that. It goes through how to actually take those photos and do something with them so that they are not kept on your phone, locked away in a dusty digital corner somewhere, just not being used and not being enjoyed. So there's a bit of information here on the main page that you can read through. Just sort of paints a wee bit of a picture about why it's important to do, but I know that you know this already. So what's in the course? The Memory Vault course is something that is, it's a 10-week course, and it takes you through my signature system to keep your photos safe, secure, organized, and off your devices into reality. You will learn how to safely store your photos, how to document your family with intention, and then how to create an heirloom with that to display your photos and something that will only grow in value for your family over time. So it's a course in 3 phases, and you can buy these phases, the first phase individually, if you want to just get your photos organized and backed up and you're not quite at that stage where you want to create that heirloom album or heirloom display for your family. Let me tell you more about that. So in the first phase, let me show you here. This is the easily implemented and easy to maintain system that gets your photos safely backed up, organized, and shows you how to keep it that way with a really easy system. So by doing that, in our first module, we learn, or I show you rather, how to triangulate where all your photos are, bring them all together in one place in an easy to manage way, so that you can get them off all of the different places that they are. Because if you're like many of the people that I've been speaking to, your photos will be on computers, on hard drives, on phones, perhaps on USBs or CDs, or dare I say it, floppy disks? Probably not, because there's not enough storage on a floppy disk, but you know what I mean, and they're all over, they're dispersed everywhere. So in the first module, we go through a way to bring them all together, get them collated in one place so we can actually see what your photo collection is like. What does it include? How big is it? Everything that is related to bringing them all together like that. And the second module is where we catalogue your photos. We get them into some kind of organizational system. We get rid of all the duplicates or the unnecessary photos of shopping lists or instruction manuals or ingredients lists, the things that we all use our phones to take photos with as sort of little memory reminders. We can remove all of that, keep it separately if you want to keep it, but also just get your photo collection clean and organized and catalogued in a way that makes sense to you. And then in the third module of the first phase of the system is where you've got everything in order. It's time to navigate all the options available to you for backing up your photos, for keeping them safe. And this is where I talk you through all the options available, tell you what's necessary, let you know what's not necessary, and we give you the best backup channels to keep your family memories safe across multiple devices in a way that again makes sense to you and that is simple and that is easy to maintain. So that is the first part of Memory Vault, and it's the most important part of getting everything sorted, and it's the part that I've heard from so many people that they need the most. But the Memory Vault system goes further than this, and let me show you a little bit more here. So in the second phase, it requires a little bit less hands-on work from you. The first phase is very hands-on because it requires you to handle your photos and your photo collection and get it organized, where I help you do that step by step. I don't just give you the information and walk away. I do walk you through step by step everything that you need to know. Now, in the second phase, the storytelling phase, is where I give you the skills and I teach you how to document your family with intention. That's understanding the basics of photography, no matter what camera that you've got, and importantly, how and what to photograph in your family life. That is important. It tells your story, but that doesn't turn your life into a photo shoot, because turning your life into a photo shoot is no fun. It's not genuine, it's not real, and it's actually quite stressful. So I want to teach you about narrative in Module 4. That's learning how to tell a story and understand where the story is in your daily adventures, and how to find that narrative that's unique to you, that is your story and your family and the people in your family, how they all fit into that story. In Module 5, I teach you the basic principles of getting consistently great photos with your phone, or whatever other camera you've got. These are principles that can be used across any kind of camera, and I always say that the best camera is the one that you've got in your pocket or on hand straight away. So it doesn't matter if you have got a cell phone or if you've got a fancy camera like the one that I'm talking to you on right now. These principles can go across everything. And then finally in Module 6, I teach you all about polishing and refining your photos. Now that goes through into making the best out of the photos you already have. So editing and how you can get that done quickly and easily, just the basic principles, nothing too full on there for you, but also how to curate your photos to tell the story that you want and tell the story that is important to your family. And these are basic principles that all are the foundation principles for for phase number 3, which is the legacy phase. It's where we start talking about finally getting the photos off of your devices, off of your hard drives, off of the cloud services, off of your phone, and out of the digital world and into reality, into something that you can hold, that you can look at, that you can closely examine, and that you can share with the people that are significant in your life as well. So in these modules, we bring everything together to create those heirloom pieces, those albums, those wall displays, and I give you great ideas on how to do this, and how that you can use these physical, beautiful legacy heirloom pieces to build connection and tradition in your family. It's really important. It's something I'm super passionate about. So within this third phase, I talk to you about how you can exhibit your photos in a meaningful way. And I talk to you about the options about how you can display your photos and what's right for you and for your family. And I give you ideas about how to build an album and how to even approach the whole thing, because a lot of you have spoken to me about how you don't know what to do with your photos. You get confused with the options, and you get overwhelmed with the options, and you just don't even know where to start. So I'm helping you all the way through this process. Then in Module 8, we finally get on to creating your album. I tell you, I show you, I walk with you to create an album that makes sense, that looks beautiful, that is suitable for your family and your lifestyle in this moment, whether you've got young kids or older kids, or if you've got a small space or you've got big walls that you need to fill in. I show you exactly how to do that. We go through all of the album lingo. I tell you all about all about print and what's important when it comes to printing your photos, what to avoid, common pitfalls, all of that kind of stuff. And then finally in Module 9, we bring it all together with Module 9, which is all about engagement. We understand how we can use your photos to build identity, self-esteem, connection, tradition within your family, and how to keep this whole system going in a way that is easy to do, because the system is easy to do, and how to budget for it, and how you can keep the tradition alive throughout the years in your family and build a really valuable vault of memories, which tells you why I've named this course Memory Vault. It's all about bringing your memories together, keeping them safe, using them, and just really honoring them for the treasure that they are, and keeping them safe and using them and referring to them in everyday life. And yeah, I'm just, as you can tell, I'm very excited about my course. It's something that I have built, and I have consulted with so many people to find out what they need, what they want, what their ultimate wish would be for a course like this. And this is what I have come up with. So let's have a talk about what this course will cost. So although it is a system I have used for many, many years in my business and personally as well, this is the very first time I'm running a course or an event at all, really. So I'm actually in beta testing at the moment. So in my beta testing round, I'm offering this course, all the information and all of my support to you for like an extremely huge discount, because I know the information is valuable, but I know that there's probably going to be a hiccup or two along the way in the way that I actually present the course to you. So you're getting great information, you're getting it on the foundation level, because if you wanted just to use the first phase of the course, phase 1, which is all about backing up, securing your photos, getting them safe, getting them organized, is going to be on sale after the beta round for $350. But for the next week, while I've got the cart open, you will be able to get it for $150, and you'll be my foundational members of the course. You will get lifetime access to that first phase, and you'll be able to use that information again and again, and to actually just build this phase in. Now, if you're interested in having the full course, that is phase 1, which is the security phase, getting everything safe and secure and backed up and organized, as well as the storytelling phase, which gives you all of those skills to take really great photos of your family in a way that is intentional and makes the most of the cameras that you have. And then phase 3, which is legacy, which is bringing them all together to create those albums. That the whole course is the Memory Vault Academy. And when I start selling that outside of the beta phase, outside of the testing phase, I will be selling that for $997. But within that testing phase, just like with the first phase that I just told you about, I'm selling that to you for, hang on, where is it? $397, which is like crazy value for all of the information I give you. Now, let me tell you a little bit more as well about how long it takes you to do this. So the first phase is really the most intensive phase, because it requires you to actually go away and get your photos and collect them and start organizing them. But with this phase, I am there with you every step of the way. I give you the information in a live call at the start of the week. And then at the end of the week, I host a Q&A session where you can ask me any questions you've got after having gone away and digested that information. And if you come across any problems or you need help troubleshooting, that's where I can answer those for you. So you get 2 live calls in a week. You also get access to a private student Facebook group where you can put those questions in there. You can receive support from me during the week. You don't have to wait until the Q&A call. And we can just support each other, and I can give you additional resources in that group as well if you need it. But you also get 5 weeks of support from me, live support, where I can keep you accountable, where I can help you step by step through the process. And just make sure that you can get the things done, the goals completed that we set out for you in the lessons for the course. So in that phase 1, there is 3 modules. And in those 3 modules, they'll be released on a weekly basis. So in week 1, module 1 is released. I talk through that with you on a lesson. Then at the end of the week, you get to Q&A on that. And then the following week, you have a whole week to actually implement that information and get your collection pulled together. So it's not too fast. You have plenty of time to get it done. And in week 3, I do the second live lesson with you at the start of week 3. And again, the process is repeated. You get that lesson, you can digest it, get the information sort of wiggled down into your brain and start thinking about how it applies to your photos and your collection. And then at the end of that week, we have a Q&A session. Of course, you can make use of the Facebook group throughout that week as well. And then you get another implementation week after that. So you've got plenty of time to actually get the work done, and I'm there to keep you accountable the whole way through. And then in week 5, you get the final lesson, which is backing everything up and getting it all into the cloud system and your hard drives and everything. And again, it follows the same process. You get the live lesson at the start of the week, and you get the Q&A lesson at the end of the week. And yeah, I'm there the whole time to hold your hand, to step you through the process. So that is the first phase, is fully half of the course there for you. And if you continue to go through the Memory Vault Academy, then it's a further 5 weeks on top of that, but it's less physical work from you and more of you're learning the concepts, you're practicing the concepts, and because you've done the first phase, everything is prepared there for you so that the next phases are very easy for you to complete on your own time outside of the course period. But you can also do it in real time with me and get my feedback and get my critique on anything that you would like in terms of creating your album or making it work within your family life. So the whole course, the Memory Vault Academy, is a 10-week course. The Memory Vault Phase 1, which is getting everything organised, secure, locked down, backed up, and everything, is 5 weeks, and you get my live support the whole way through. So yeah, this is my little baby. This is something that I have created because I've been speaking to so many people who have told me that if they could have their photos displayed and used in a way that they've always dreamed of, this was how they would do it. So if this sounds like something that is interesting to you, now that I've walked you through how the course works, you can go through to my website and actually read this information for yourself, and you can go and buy it straight away on the course, sorry, on the course website. Now, we start the phase 1 and actually the whole course on the 21st of September, and that will be my first cohort that I'm bringing through the course. So whether or not you choose to go the whole Memory Vault Academy for $397, or if you just want to do phase 1 of it for $150, then we all start on the 21st of September. The Facebook group will be opened then, and we'll have our live calls, and we'll make sure that everybody can get their questions answered and get stuck into getting your photos safe and organised and backed up, and getting them off your phone and off your devices and actually using them, as well as giving you those skills to create beautiful photos of your family with your phone. So yeah, that's what I have for you. I'm really excited about Memory Vault. If you've got any questions at all, or you want to talk through the course a little bit more with me, or if you've got something that I haven't covered here, I'd be happy to give you a call or an email. So do just send me a message and we can arrange that. Otherwise, I will drop the link around here somewhere and you can have a look for yourself. And I'm really excited to welcome you into the Memory Vault course and to start giving you the process and the system to get your photos safe, organised, backed up, and actually using them in your everyday life. So that's me for now, and I will talk to you guys again soon, and I really look forward to welcoming you in. See you later.